Welcome to Anglia Car Auctions. It's that time again. I'm here with Fred, and it's been a busy few months, Fred, hasn't it?
It has. Again, it's that time again. It soon comes around, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now, we're standing in front of what is the best, I reckon, the best Renault 5 GT Turbo we've ever offered. It's a real peach, 1986 car. This is being offered, along with all the cars behind me, this Sunday. But as is tradition, we're going to start with Saturday's entries.
Absolutely, yeah, and we start with a cracker, don't we?
We do indeed.
It's really rather bright. Now, this was consigned quite late to us here. This lovely, bright little Austin. Offered no reserve. So the first lot here, the little Somerset, offered no reserve. I think this will do really well. The chap's had it for a little bit. Really well presented, isn't it? Interior's lovely, nice coat of paint, and very much a period car. Love
the sun visor. Now, this is 1953. We've got the most Austin A40s of various derivatives I think we've ever had. Now, this is the Somerset. It's beautiful. Similar colour, same year, so 1953. Moving on to the second car. Sorry, I'm just going to let Dale have a look in there. We're sticking on the British theme, the traditional British theme. This 1953 Triumph Mayflower.
Yeah.
Now,
I was going to say, very much, again, period car that we're starting off with. Very honest vendor on this one, actually. He said, runs and drives and everything. I think he said, slight wheel bearing thing. So he said, may need some work, but runs and drives. It is no reserve as well. So again, a good early one to start off.
Brilliant. Now, this car, the Mayflower, I love the little detailing. I don't know if you can pick up on that, Dale, is in fact the Mayflower. Yeah. The one of the boats that went over to the colonies, which is now the United States of America. And the styling on this, it's like a much larger car, razor edge styling, but in a compact body style, body shape. So yeah, really quite unusual.
The knitted seat cover for the top, that's rather smart. But,
love it.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on now. We can't, as we've said before, dwell too long on any of the cars individually. So we're just going to warm it up with a few of the cars coming through, like this 73. Just 20 years between these two cars. Same manufacturer, but look at the difference in style and design.
It really moved on quite a lot, didn't it? But yeah, another little car, really rather bright. Love the colour. It's that, well, very British Leyland pale blue, isn't it? Smart car, I think. What if we guide this 3 to 4?
3 to 4,000, Fred, yeah.
3 to 4. We go on to further down the years, an 82 Fiesta, so it's the Mark I Fiesta, no reserve as well, no reserve. This has been in storage for quite a few years, recently come out of storage, does run, will want some work going through, as it has been said, looks like it's last been on the road since 2003, but a really genuine original car. I mean, you can absolutely see what you're working with on that.
Brilliant. Now, I'm just going to point out what was behind Fred when he was talking. Some of the Automobilia. Now, we might not have a chance to go through all the halls, but there's nearly 400 lots of Automobilia and registration numbers going through this weekend, so well worth keeping an eye or having a look at the website. Now, this is a car I'm quite fond of. What a beautiful Vauxhall. Now, there's not many of these that have survived. Leather interior, 3 litre, 24 valve. It's the Senator. Cracking car on the K, guided at £4,000 to £6,000.
Yeah, fantastic. Got a really good looking car, 3 litres. Those sort of lattice wheels as well.
Sets it off, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. MG Magnet, one of 2 MG Magnets we've got in. This one quite nice and bright. I think these are quite popular actually for the year of these as well. They are pretty usable. You know, you've got to think about what's this, a 50, I think 57 this one. So yeah, actually quite happy and bright. The guide on this one we've got is £4,000 to £5,000. We've got a 71 Daimler. It's the 2.8. 4 to 6 the guide on this one. I actually drove this around when it was parked up, it was dropped out the front, drove it round, and yeah, on the button as well.
Super. So similar guide, moving on a few decades back to 1993 is this Mercedes 190. Now, this is a really honest example. Looks really straight. Inside, just look at the driver's seat, hardly
gonna say,
anywhere on the bolster.
Really sensible miles, showing 48,000.
48,000, yeah.
Yeah, so lovely car. Jeff swears by them, doesn't he?
He does. You know, they're a car that just keeps going on and on. I always remember someone telling me a detail, whether it's true or not, but the mechanism for this single wiper blade, I think, cost more than the entire development budget for one of the British cars that were produced just in that alone.
Fantastic. Mark II MX-5. A lovely vendor, actually.
Yeah, really nice chap who's put this in.
Yeah, and very sensible miles, isn't it? 29,000 miles. Got the hard top as well. Very smart, obviously, for the mileage. I think it's a 2-owner car. So, yeah, it's one that...
29,000 miles. It's
29,000
hardly anything, isn't it?
3,750 to 4,750, the guide on that. We should say as well, obviously we're just going through these briefly. If we do miss out any guides and things, that is all on the catalogue now on Anglia Car Auction. So if there's anything you're unsure of,
go on the website.
Keep an eye out.
Now, I'm going to mention this Ford Sierra. So this is a real rarity. So 1983, right at the beginning of Sierra production on the Y-Reg. There's not many of these cars that have survived from this era, but what makes this quite rare, it's a 2.3 V6 GL. Now, I bet that must make it one of the rarest Sierra models available. This is guided at just 2.5 to 3.5. It's showing about 60,000 miles on the clock. If you go to a car show in this, I can't think there's going to be another one, but it's little details like that dash. It's not cracked, is it?
No,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, really unusual car. A little bit of a curveball.
Yeah, absolutely. Are we going this way or?
Yeah, well, shall we
venture behind?
Tell you what, let's go, Dale. If you just have a little steer round. Now, one of 3 scimitars. We've got 2 GTEs and a GTC in the sale. This one has had a fortune spent on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, in fact, the chap's actually listed down here invoices, and yeah, it really does add up. I think £17,000 worth of invoices.
Yeah, manual gearbox, lovely leather interior. Really quite a nice thing.
Yeah, and if you want something a bit different on the colour, so
like an opalescent.
Yeah, you catch in the light. It depends. Inside, it's sort of one colour. Outside, it's another colour. Now, I'll make a mention and say it's one of quite a few Morris Travellers we've got in. I think we've got 6 in total of varying states. This one quite a nice one. Inside, again, those seats look rather nice, to say, obviously more upgraded
Far
seats.
more comfortable than the originals, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I think we've guided this one 5 to 7, Dale, on that. Yeah, 5 to 7 on this one. Yeah,
and they're a car that can really... You can keep them very standard. This one's been fitted with a 1275 cc
I think
engine,
that's
hasn't
the
it?
following one. The one we've got next door, I believe.
Oh, I think we're 1275 on this as well. Anyhow, I love a discussion. Yeah. We're not perfect. We don't get everything right.
Yeah. But
yeah, brilliant car.
I was going to say we've got a lot of cars that I say really good histories on these as well, aren't they? Yeah. So no, interesting to see. Further down, we've got quite a bright little Metro actually, because they did do the GTAs on these? Yeah, which are similar, aren't they? But
well, this is the Rover derivative, so it's the 114 GSI.
Yeah.
But quite a bright thing. 5 doors.
Yeah.
And electric windows. Look at that.
Cool.
To the front.
David would be jealous, actually, wasn't it?
Well, his first car was a brown Metro.
Yeah, so that was miles above. Morris Minor, sticking with the Morris Minor theme, a 59, 3 to 4,000. Again, nice and bright in the blue. Yeah. One of, I think, 3 Porsche 944s we've got in. This one's one of my favourites, actually. Drove to the sale. Very tidy interior. I was having a look around that the other day. And yeah, I think that's a car sort of, for the estimate, say £5,000, really rather reasonable.
Yeah, so, I mean, that interior, like you say, driver's seat, bolster's good, it's manual gearbox.
I love the wide rear arches on these 944s. They really suit it.
Dash isn't cracked, sunroof. Yeah. Lovely. Good car, that.
Brilliant. Super. And then we've got, say, something a bit different. You've got the Rover, the P5. Again, that's had an older restoration. Doesn't come with a plate, we should make a point, but nice original interior, looks the part, and I think will do quite well.
Super. So behind me, a sort of future classic, emerging classic, BMW E36. That's a 318i convertible. Nice colour, looks good. Ready for next summer. And something a little bit more traditional, back to 1973, is this Rover P6. It's the 2-litre TC version. Really nice looking car, that. And something unusual. So we always have MGBs in the sale. Very rarely do we get an MGB fitted with, from factory, an automatic gearbox. So again, we do mention this from time to time, that more and more people, I was actually reading an article in the newspaper the other day, that more and more people are taking their tests in automatic cars. I think it's about 25% or so. So automatic classics will probably become that little bit more popular as time moves on.
Absolutely. We've got, I say, one of my favourites in this all actually, a BMW 318. It's the compact, obviously you can tell by the shortened rear end. This one, just one registered owner, offered no reserve as well. I think showing around 77,000 miles. Really, really clean car, paintwork, bodywork very good. Still got the dealer plate and dealer stickers on it as well. No reserve.
Rover Freddie, we're going to...
I just made a mention.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. My hearing is terrible. So I'm going to talk about this Skoda Felicia cube van. Now, it is a factory-built cube van. I've never seen one. Quite unusual. A little bit retro, as I think they say. But a more traditional classic, 1984. It's the 107 series Mercedes SL. This is a 280 model, guided very sensibly at £7,000 to £9,000.
Yeah,
with a hard top. Quite a tidy car.
Yeah, I always love the sort of 70s, 80s Mercs, the interiors on them, the upholstery, that sort of checker. Yeah. Really always quite smart. But yeah, lovely cars. And I think you've got a lovely little Austin Devon over there, so an A40.
We started off with the 53 A40. This goes back 5 years from that, so 1948. It's an A40 Devon, so a little bit more of a basic car. This very appealing period colour, perfect for a 40s weekend event. Maybe you're going to Goodwood, maybe you're going to Sheringham for the 40s weekend, which is getting huger or larger and larger every year. Maybe going next year, but this would be a brilliant car with which to go to.
Brilliant. To the left of me here, we've got a 99 Evo 6. It's a car that we've seen before. When we sold it, it had been sat for a while. It has since been MOT'd and recommissioned, so it's been on the road. Guide on this one, £15,000 to £18,000. A really good popular car. Obviously got that rally pedigree as well, so I think that should do well. Interesting one to start off early on Saturday.
Absolutely. So Triumph Vitesse, this one is the 2-litre version. Quite sensibly guided at just £4,000 to £6,000. So Vitesse is ever popular. Great turning circle, just like the Herald. You can get perfect access for any maintenance. They can turn them around on a sixpence, but it has the 2-litre straight 6 engine. Brilliant.
We've got a MGR V8 now. This one very excitingly guided at no reserve. We've had a few of these before. Some of them have ended up in sort of early to mid-teens. So this one offered no reserve. I think really rather interesting in the fantastic colour. And again, I like these because they're a bit more usable than, say, your more sort of older MGBs. You've got that same style, but you've still got a bit more of a modern usability to it.
Now, I love an MGB GT. I had one of them in this colour when I was a younger man. That was apparently an original. It wasn't red when it was, but it was an original Warwickshire police car. Okay. I think, unfortunately, it made its way to the scrap heap in the sky. But this one is a really genuine car. 1970. You've got wire wheels, guided at £3,000 to £4,000. And I'm going to make mention just over here. This lovely little Mini. Now, we started the last classic sale we had with a little Mini 850. I love the number plate on this. Great short registration. Cracking looking car. I think we're guiding this about five to seven.
Yep.
But there's something so wonderful about these really basic early Minis. It's not a Cooper, but you don't need to be in a Cooper. You'll have a huge amount of smiles on your face just driving that.
I'm going to go something completely the opposite of as I say, a Mini, although still small, but a 29 Triumph 7. We haven't seen anything quite like this. A lot of the hard work's been done, obviously. I mean, it started, as I say, a restoration. It's really good because you can actually see what you've got. You know, you are literally to the metal, you can see what you're working with. I think a lot of the woodwork's done. It does run and drive, so they will be driving this through on Saturday. And yeah, 3,000 to 4,000 for a historic vehicle. You know, you've got to think, so 1929, that's what,
96 years old.
Which is amazing, isn't it?
Frightening.
Yeah.
97 years old, sorry. 96.
Behind me here, now we've got something obviously a bit more modern. It's a little bit of a curveball one. So 2005 Range Rover Vogue V8. Now I remember when this came in, and I actually said to Guy, I'd been off for a week, hadn't I? And I saw this parked in the sale room, and I said, oh God, what's that done, like 30,000 miles or something? And he said, no, it's actually done, I think we've got on here 144, but generally you wouldn't think it showing it. I mean, 144, still sensible really for the age, but you look at it and you think, as I say, it's done a quarter of that. Paintwork, bodywork, wheels, really, really good. Had loads spent on it. I think the chap spent about £4,000 on paintwork.
Yeah, I think it's had just got about £20,000 worth of receipts with it. I mean,
really,
it's a real peach of a car.
Refurbed wheels, really, really looks the part. As I say, very, very smart one for the age of mileage, and just 4,000 to 6,000.
Brilliant. Yeah, very, very sensible car. That's been quite well viewed. A lot of people inquiring after that. Now the rain.
You were going to say so.
The rain has stopped, thankfully.
Yeah.
So there is a light splattering of water on all the cars, making them look truly beautiful. We'll come around here. So Vauxhall Astra 2 litre. It's the Bertone convertible. A little bit of a curveball because it's rare.
You don't see them.
See them.
I suppose when you think about when's the, I always use the sort of the saying of when was the last time you passed one driving down the road.
Absolutely. And Dale, just have a look in there because it's in fabulous condition. If you fancy a little bit of motor for your money,
yes, absolutely.
You can't beat a Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, and this is one of 3 in the sale. This is going through on Saturday, no reserve. No reserve as well. It's an early one with the more desirable Chippendale dash, but yeah, a little bit of project, but no reserve, it is there to go. Super. Over to you.
Yeah, so we've got 73 MGB, again continuing with the MGB GT themes. We've got quite a few. We'll, I think, got a couple out the back there, which we'll be getting to later on. This one quite smart as well, 3,000 to 5,000 guide on that one. It is MOT'd, even though historic, so MOT'd for, let's say, June 26, so got a bit of reassurance with that too, 3,000 to 5,000.
Brilliant. Now, Jaguar XJ S 4 litre celebration, so it's a real run out model, 1995. I think they got the shape just right when they produced these cars, and the 4 litre straight 6 for me is probably the best of the bunch.
Well, I was going to say, and as you said, being the run out model, they just threw everything at it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, really quite desirable. We've got a little Cavalier convertible. Last time we had one of these, we had it from the film company, didn't we? I actually rather like them. I think, you know, for the money as well. It's no reserve. It's actually a bit fun.
4-seater convertible.
Yeah, why not?
What, you know, there's not many choices, really, are there?
We've got a 205 GTI. This one's the 1.9, so the slightly more higher horsepower one. I love the colour on it. So black with obviously the red carpets being the GTI. Really, really looks smart. And yeah, good cars.
Super. So Mark 1 Cortina. This one is a 1962 deluxe model, and we're guiding this at £5,000 to £6,000.
Yep, that was something rather eye-catching, which is the Leyland Mini Clubman. Obviously with this interesting wood effect. Now, you've got to think someone has spent a long time with, I'm thinking the paintbrush, because you can almost, well, I don't know. It's sort of like...
There's a special technique I think they've used, but what I love is these bumpers are actually wood. They're not painted metal.
But the irony of this car is that unlike, say, a Morris Minor Traveller, the actual wood on them isn't structural, is it? So,
on this,
they made the whole thing
decorative.
wood. Yeah.
And of course, this is the Cyclops edition with the spotlight. But no reserve.
No reserve. Now, I'm a Fiat man. This is a 61 Fiat 600. I think Glenn and the chaps have tried to get this running.
They've had it running.
Yeah.
I think it just wants a little bit more fettling.
Yes.
Suicide doors and right-hand drive. So that makes it really quite a rare beast indeed.
Yeah, definitely. No, I like that a lot. I think we'll stay with this side, shall we, Guy?
We'll do this and then cut through.
Yeah.
So another Rover P6. This one, the V8 engined automatic.
I was going to say, the engines in these alone, that V8 lump's worth quite a bit, isn't it? You know, people put them in all sorts.
Triumph Spitfire, just there, Dale, if you can just get that in, with a works hardtop on it, and a little street car, the KA. Now this is, I think, one registered lady owner and about 40,000 miles.
That's a no reserve one.
Continuing on our Austin A40 theme is this 1950 model, and again, like the MGB we looked at just earlier, same colour, 1970, same year, 3.5 to 4.5, with some nice chrome wire wheels.
Now, if you fancy something a bit more modern, you've got this MR2, the turbo. Fantastic track car, I'd argue, or just a bit of fun for the summer. Really, really nice vendor. As I say, it's come here recently. I think, as I say, that's offered no reserve. I think that's going to have quite a bit of interest. Quite an original car as well, actually, sort of underneath, I believe. So, yeah, interesting one. No reserve. Where's it going to end up?
So, a superbly practical future classic, one that a lot of us have had experience driving, is this 2003 Golf GT TDI. Now, low mileage, I think we're about 55,000 miles. It's the Mark IV version, so the 6-speed manual gearbox. They go like stink, they're cracking little cars. I love them as a 3-door, love the alloy wheels. 3,000 to 4,000 pounds. Surely that's got to be a sensible bet for an everyday car that you can use and look after.
Absolutely. 525i BMW. Really quite nice car. I think it was a Lind BMW car originally, and I think, as I say, if you went into the BMW dealership, bought the modern equivalent of this, it
would break the bank.
Yeah, it looks really rather smart actually. Sensible miles, and sensible gold.
Being a demonstrator or factory or dealership demonstrator, obviously would have been quite nicely spec. So you've got a black, black leather interior. In there, automatic gearbox, in metallic silver. Great looking car.
Yeah, MR2 I just made a mention of, and as I say, I think that's going to be an interesting one. We've got a lovely little Austin A30, again sensible guide, 2.5 to 3.5. A no reserve caddy pickup. We've had a couple of these in the past, done quite well. This one, I don't think it's got an MOT, so a little bit of a project, but it's no reserve. And commercials, especially classic commercials of this ilk, tend to do quite well. You've got a rather nice Audi, Guy, because I know you like your Audis.
I do like my Audis. This, again, much like the Golf, is sort of a nod. It's a future classic. It's a very sensible car. It's a 1.8 turbo engine, so petrol turbo. These cars were very, very well built indeed, and it's offered on a no reserve basis.
Yeah.
Mercedes 129 series.
129 is the 300 SL. I really, really like these. I think value for money, absolutely fantastic. Usable cars, again, fantastic colour as well in the blue. £4,000 to £5,000 on the guide on that. I'm going to make a mention.
I'm going to cut. A break tradition. No, you can't talk about a small Fiat.
Can I not talk about a small Fiat for 3 hours?
Keep it brief.
One of my first cars, Fiat Seicento Sporting, and I say one of the first because it was actually the first car. Not the first car I bought, but the first car I had on the road that was driving and working. So
legally.
That's why I say it's one of the first I've owned. But little Seicento Sporting edition had the, I can see Dale yawning behind the camera, had the wheels and the little kit on it. Really rather smart. This one, nice sensible mileage as well. In fact, in the paperwork file, there's a lovely little book which the original chap has detailed every trip he made with it, all the trips, all the mileages, etc. Really rather nice. No reserve.
Brilliant. So we'll go and have a quick look at this 95 Ford Fiesta 1.1 Quartz edition.
Quartz. Yeah.
Great little everyday classic, I would say.
Absolutely.
Starter classic.
A car that's very much disappeared. I think that'd be a car that a lot of them early on had disappeared because, again, they were disposable. They're an everyday car.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
Now,
vanished.
cars that are getting a little bit rarer is the XK8 convertible, guided at 2.5 to 3.5, just there.
Super.
And how about something very, very pretty?
Yeah, well, I was going to say very pretty because Pininfarina Designs 306 Cabriolet, no reserve again, and actually very unusual, automatic. Automatic.
Yeah.
So
now you drove that car, and I remember you came in and you said, "You know what? That actually drives quite nicely."
yeah, I suppose I think it drove quite a long way to be here as well. Long MOT on it too, but yeah, no reserve.
Brilliant. So behind you, Dale, is everybody loves a Ford. We do particularly well with Fords, but how about a little Escort Cabriolet in the auction? It's got a bit of a sporting look to it. It's a 1.6 Cabriolet, just guided at 2.5 to 3,500.
Now, another traveller that we've got, as I say, you're going to see a few of these coming up as well. This one's being the 61, and again, paintwork actually pretty good on this. Chap drove it here as well, £5,000 to £6,000 on the guide on that. So if you like your travellers, I say this is definitely the sale for you. And Guy, you've got another 944 Porsche.
Yes, so 1988 Porsche 944, guided 7 to 9,000. This is the 2.7 litre version, supplied by Lancaster in Norwich, and yeah, cracking looking car. 72,000 miles with the service history, and it's now displaying about 83,000 from memory. But yeah, great looking car.
Super. 2004 MGTF. Rather interesting front splitter on that. I like that. I think, say, another no reserve car. Good. Oh, like the colour combo with the say tan on the seats. That's actually rather smart. I haven't seen that before. But looks good. We've got the Camaro, which you can't miss, certainly with colour. This one, again, is a no reserve car. Does run, I think the vendors reported, was it coolant?
So I think there's a bit of a, he's very honestly said there's a bit of a coolant issue. So whilst it does start and drive, you need to have it trailered away, you need to have it looked at.
Yeah.
There's some form of coolant issue there, but no reserve.
No reserve, and really rather bright.
Yes.
Now we've got another Jaguar. This time this is the 3.4. So no reserve car again. So you'll see we've got a lot of no reserve cars we're starting here on Saturday. This one again rather smart. I love these. I say 76 car, and I should think will do quite well. We've got something again a bit more of a future classic. You've got the MG ZT over there. We have got another ZT. We've got the 260 SE on Sunday, which we'll cover in another video. But this one is, I say, the 2.5, still the V6, and yeah, I really rather like it. Long MOT as well, 2.5 to 3, not a lot on that.
Did we mention this one?
I did make a mention of that.
That's fine. What about the Suzuki Baleno GSR?
GSR, there you go. Yeah,
yes.
In black as well.
So yeah, be interesting to see where that goes. Little hot hatch.
Yeah, and you've got the P38 Range Rover. I like this, as I say, in the burgundy as well. Now, if I'm right in saying, and I'm going to have a quick peek, that looks really rather smart. Dale, if you just have a peek in there, you have got the seats in the back. So really rather cool with the seats in the back.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I think that is just fantastic. No reserve.
Brilliant. And if that's not enough seats for you,
yes.
what about a Land Rover? So Series 3, it's the 109 station wagon. So you've got the safari roof, 3 seats here, 3 seats here, and 4 in the back. So
sounds like a car for Dale.
Yeah. That wasn't a smile.
No. Also rather interesting on that, I say, being the sort of what we think like a sort of almost safari spec or an estate spec, you've got the shooting window on the back, which
yes.
Yeah, rather intriguing.
I'd love to know a little bit more about the history of this car. And we're guiding this £4,000 to £6,000.
Or 4 to 5 even.
4 to 5
Yeah,
even.
so,
I think it might make near 6, but we'll see.
Let's hope so, yeah. Now, rather unusual, direct from the film company. We've got a few vehicles direct from the film company. This one, 2012 Mercedes Vito van. Obviously the police spec, I'm told it's been used in the Bay, Brassic, Coronation Street, Emmerdale. So major film company that, very kindly puts a lot of the vehicles to us. And so cool, you know, I think even as a bit of fun, obviously just a word that would say, using on the roads, you can't have the police lettering, but or the blue siren, but still a bit of fun. A lot of vehicles like this, you may be wondering, well, what would they be used for? Either still continuing film work or even used as security vehicles. So yeah, interesting one to see.
So Dale, come round here, get a full screens view of this. Now, for those of you that may be familiar with this truck, we'd love to hear from you. Arena Essex, well featured.
Yeah.
It's in fabulous condition, really, really bright. I think it's just a fun, happy little vehicle, isn't it?
And we've got the Speedway down the road, haven't we? So it's almost very, very fitting.
Yeah, so 1984 Bedford. How many of you people, of those watching this, have been towed out of the wall with this? So yeah, be great to see.
But we should probably just mention before we forget, you've got the Saab, Audi, and the SL, haven't we, as well?
Oh yes, so the Audi Coupe is a great shape.
Yeah.
I really, really think. Sorry, we shouldn't walk. I'm told constantly we shouldn't walk with our back to the camera. It's quite hard.
We're too excited.
Sort of mal-coordinated people to walk backwards, but Dale seems to manage it. So this is the Audi 80 Coupe, 2.6 litre, and then a 2003 SL 350 Mercedes. That does look ridiculous value at £3,000 to £5,000.
Absolutely. Should we go into the corner there?
The Royal Crescent?
The Royal Crescent, and then I think we'll work the way down the rows. Just conscious light is somewhat fading.
It is.
Yeah.
Now we're not going to feature everything because the light's fading, so we're going to have a real whistle-stop tour, little mini Mayfair project.
No reserve.
One of your favourites, Fred?
I think me and David have always said we've got to just have a Reliant just to take down to the pub one day.
Yeah, Reliant Robin, brilliant.
Yeah, it's no reserve again, as I say, bit of fun.
So behind this is the 129 series Mercedes SL. Again, always have a few of these in the auction, and I'm going to make mention of this 9.3 Aero V6 sport wagon. So Saab estate, practical, but with the turbocharged V6 engine,
and also manual gearbox.
Manual gearbox, no reserve. A Mercedes 124 series estate behind me. A little bit of a project would benefit from some TLC, as would this Jaguar XK8, the 4 litre V8 here.
Or if you fancy something even more powerful, 4.2 XKR, so the supercharged one. I love it with the black on black, really looks the part.
It does. Those louvered bonnets do look quite purposeful.
Big spoked wheels as well. Yeah, really looks the part. 3750 to 4750, not a lot on that. Another P38 Range Rover. This one is the 4.6, the SE. So again, a nice spec on that one. Behind me here, we've got Land Rover Series 2A. I quite like that actually, just with the patina on the paintwork. Looks the part. I did have a quick look underneath actually. Chassis does look all solid as well. So 4 to 6,000 on that. This one a XK8, so it's the 4 litre in dark green. I say no MOT on it, but it's no reserve. So again, if you fancy a little bit of work, sort of straightforward project, why not? Another SL350, so again a good bit of fun. We like a convertible here. We've had the roof working, no reserve car too.
The Wrangler Sports 2.5, these are really quite practical, great fun. You can take the roof off. What's better in the summer going down the beach? If you can't, well, if you haven't got a Land Rover, I reckon this is on an equal par for smiles per mile.
Very sensible guide on that, £5,000 to £6,000.
Absolutely. Now, we had a lovely Wolsey 6 in the last sale. We've got another one, so if you missed out on that, you can have another chance. 2.5 to £3,500.
Yep.
And
Another scimitar.
Scimitar. This is the GTC, so the convertible, still with the manual gearbox. You've got the Ford V6 engine, the MG ZS behind us.
Yep.
Great little future classic. That's the 1.8 litre version.
Absolutely. We've got this fantastic Chevrolet stepside lorry. One of two lorries we've got coming up, haven't we? We've got something even bigger if you fancy something else larger. But yeah, true bit of Americana. Now, the taxi. I've got to make a mention. Our vendor, very nice chap. He said himself, an interesting combo. But almost, I think it's so in your face, it's great.
It is. I mean, these were such an iconic part of the London scenery and a lot of cities. I've owned one of these in the past. But yeah, great fun. Super turning circle.
Yeah.
Won't win any speed awards.
No.
But you'll get lots of smiles.
Yeah, and say, almost ready for wedding hire. But an escort van, as I say, these have come up a lot in recent years. You know, I'm a young chap. I remember, as I say, when these were out everywhere, and now they're not. As I say, they have come up quite a bit.
They have. Now, I'm going to mention this, not because it's a low mileage, but because it's high mileage. So, can you guess the mileage? Do you know how many miles it's done? 310,000 miles.
Fantastic.
And doesn't it wear it well?
Certainly a workhorse. We've got another MGTF. This one's the 160 2005. Good colour combo with a red roof. 2.5 to 3.5 on that. A Peugeot Boxer ambulance. So actually, again from the film company, just a bit of a quirky, interesting one. And the Sprinter ambulance up here. Sunday. I am just told. Right. Okay. So, no problem at all. So we'll move up onto the front row, I think.
Yeah. Range Rover P38 here, and of course the VX series Toyota Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
£6,000 to £8,000 a guy on that. A really, really good workhorse. I think that should do quite well.
That should do well. So there's Sunday. The Rover 75 Classic SE, the 2 litre version. And here, this is a real oddity. So Vauxhall Brava, bit of a twist to this one. Chassis number 3. It's a 2000 model. It's a Mark III, so chassis number 3 on the Mark IIIs. First owned by Vauxhall Motors, and they equipped it for use as a promotional vehicle with the snorkel and living. So a real interesting story. It's done or showing 42,000 miles, £6,000 to £10,000. Really practical, great fun.
Absolutely. Now, a Bentley Mulsanne. This one, very keen guide on it. I think £4,000 to £6,000. I was doing a walk around for someone on it earlier, and I said, although it's one that, you know, there is bits and pieces you would do to it, I said it smells right. Now, that's going to sound an interesting statement, but these old Bentleys and Rolls Royces, you get in them, you can smell the leather, the smell the wood. That does smell right.
You can smell a good one.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we've got another compact.
Yeah, so it's 316 compact BMW.
Manual.
Great, you know, really good BMW alternative to a Golf, I would say, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
You know, grown up, slightly better equipped Golf. But yeah, brilliant cars, good shape, and nice and nimble.
Yeah, one for you, Guy. Another Audi. It's the A4, isn't it? Love the wood trim and the on the console. That's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, 4-wheel drive. It's the Quattro. It's the 3 litre Quattro model. No reserve.
Yeah. Really rather bright Datsun. I love these Datsuns. I say it's such simplistic
This is
design.
in cracking condition.
Yeah, looks
1974. It's the 1200 GX Coupe. We're guiding it at £7,000 to £9,000. It's a real gem.
Yeah,
like
that
very
really
much.
looks very straight, doesn't it? Yeah, superb. Got another SL. I can spy instantly it's sitting on Michelin's, so always a good sign. No reserve, it's the 350 SL, MOT till January. Should we work down? I think I'll say we've got the SLK, so again, we've got Mercedes pairing there. We've got a MGB Roadster sitting on the wires and a chrome bumpered 1.2.
Yeah, Triumph Spitfire here.
Yeah.
And again, nice bright colour, isn't it?
Yeah.
And something a little bit unusual. So this is an E-Class Mercedes. It's the E320 Estate. No reserve. But the first owner of this estate was reportedly a member of the Saudi royal family. So, yeah, unusual.
And I will mention, actually, when this car first arrived, I had a quick look through the paperwork in the box file. A really good selection of paperwork on it, a really good stack of history that goes with it. So lots and lots of servicing invoices and bits and pieces to go with that.
And it's petrol, silver, black leather interior, cracking car, that.
Yeah, definitely. That one be one you'd happily use. Another Morris Minor. This one's got the deep dish wheels, I can spy. Often you get those on the vans, don't you?
Yes.
But yeah, that one I think we've guided just £3,000 to £4,000. It's a 57 one. Now this is quite unusual, isn't it? When that came in,
It is. Now I love the name on this. So it's something that you would order in a pub. Certainly you would have done a few years ago. I'll have a light stout. But yeah, Toyota light stout. Super unusual, great shape, cracking looking vehicle, isn't it?
no reserve. Again,
No reserve.
there's a theme. Another Spitfire 81, so quite a later one. 2.5 to 3.5 on this one. Yeah, very bright in the purple. We've got a little Rover 100. As I say, that's rather bright. I think sensible mileage on that. It was one of the last 200 built, being the officially known as the Rio, so it was one of the last ones, run out ones on there. Are we going to work down this row, Guy?
Yeah, or should we start down this one and put them through, do you reckon?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. So we've got the XJS. It's the V12 convertible, £6,000 to £8,000 as the guide on that. Again, on the lattice wheels, looks really rather smart. Ford Granada. Now, it's the Granada gears. It's the 3 litre, £4,000 to £6,000. These have all vanished. Really a rather rarity. A little bit of project, but I think very sensibly guided. 4 to 6, and you just don't see them anymore. And Peugeot 308, another one from the film company, direct from the film company. Again, good use as a security vehicle too.
Brilliant. Now, how about back to something a little bit British, a Rover 825 Sterling. Now, quite a late car. This 99.
99.
Yeah. So you've got electric seats, leather, automatic. Loads going on in here.
Very well spec'd, actually. And
yeah,
I think it's almost a little bit Partridge, but I love it because of that.
Absolutely.
It's
I'm with
fantastic.
you. I'm with you on that.
You need a pair of driving gloves with it.
Aha.
I think, have we done just BMW?
We'll come back down these rows. So how about if you're a little bit handy, you think you could do a little bit of tidying up. This is a 1953, bit of a year we're featuring here, Ford Zephyr Zodiac, no reserve. So running and driving just would benefit from some cosmetics, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a lovely little Puma, so the 1.7, handle really, really superbly those. Yeah, good car from the 90s and noughties.
Brilliant.
Can't miss it. Fantastic Lincoln. Absolutely, I mean, it just keeps going on and on, doesn't it?
It does. It's the Mark III Lincoln Continental. There's so much going on with American cars. You get so much car for your money. Dale, just have a look at the detail. A bit of a styling cue from these Continentals. Look at that for the spare wheel well. Lovely.
Rover 75, finished in gold. And again, Land Cruiser we have made a mention of. I think that's a good off-road vehicle. The Jeep Cherokee as well, a bit more of a modern feature.
Yeah, no, that's the big engine version, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think is that the 3.7?
3.7.
Yeah, quite fun. This one here, Dale? No, right. So these are going through on Sunday. There'll be the early cars going through on Sunday.
Fantastic.
We're going to now just feature a few cars here. So we've got a BMW 6 Series convertible, Jaguar XKR convertible, 3,750 to 4,750.
Renault 5.
Le car.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Period colour.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's in the beige and I love it. It's absolutely great.
Little future classic Peugeot 206 low mileage example.
A 225 horsepower TT, one of two we've got in actually. So the 225, so do shift.
Twin exhaust, absolutely.
Brilliant.
And then Dale's just got in
Prefect.
shot there this little Ford Prefect. 2.5 to 3.5. What a colour combo, hey?
Yeah, I think if you like your pink, that's definitely one for you, isn't it? Yeah,
Brilliant.
Rather bright.
So we're now following Dale through to the Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams again.
So we'll be finishing Saturday's sale on these cars outside. Now, there's some really interesting ones. They don't, we say the Field of Dreams, then the non-runners. Some of them do run. The Mercedes runs. We've got a little fuel leak on it.
Yeah.
Great little Land Rover. It's a Series 2 project, not a 2A, so very, very early Series 2, 1958. So you were still producing the last of the Series 1s. So great project.
Maserati bi-turbo.
Absolutely.
Now, yeah, that is a car full of Italian design. Fantastic interior as well. Those big leather seats on
and the
sort of
clock.
ruched. Yes, which is obviously like the feature, isn't it? Now we've got the 250 Mercedes SE. We have had a look at this. As I say, it does turn over, and I think, as I say, we tried, but just needs a bit of tinkering. Unfortunately, we have sort of run out of time with it. But yeah, I think great cars, really solidly built.
Yeah. So this is the 280 CE, so the two-door coupe. Now I love these 114 series Mercedes, and I think they're so elegant. Bit of a project, but no reserve.
Absolutely.
Now, Audis, slightly older than the ones we looked at earlier, but 1987, this Audi 100, space age car. They were galvanised, so they've got a really high survival. A lot of them went abroad, went to Europe, when they became second-hand cars, but the ones that are here, bodily, they've survived really well. They're galvanised.
I was just trying, when I see a badge, I'm drawn to it. Is that Institute of
Advanced Motorists?
So, quality owner.
Yes.
But no, I like little features like that. The little, say, forward pop. This one, I think they have had running briefly. There was a timing issue with it, which our vendor has stated. But yeah, a really good solid car. Paintwork's actually very good on it, and I think interior as well. So no reserve car, but yeah, once you get, say, just have a look over that, I think that would be a good one to go with. Guy.
Super. So Dale, this car here, I went to see the gentleman. Now he's owned this since, I think, certainly the 1990s. Lovely chap in Norfolk. Jaguar S-Type. It's the manual gearbox version. Really interesting indeed. It's not been used for some time, but a really straightforward, simple project. If you haven't got a huge budget and you fancy a classic Jag, this could be for you. Entered no reserve.
Yeah, Toyota Starlet, that's a car that's all disappeared. No reserve, project, manual, there to go, you know, a rarity, definitely. We've got a Beetle at the back, that's a 70 Beetle, so the nice thing with those, you get all the bits for them, you can just get everything for a Beetle, so absolutely superb at no reserve. Another little Morris Minor, this one the split screen, and in front of it, we've got another Moggy Minor.
Yeah, now, I was looking at this earlier, it's a 67 Morris Minor, and you know when you look at a car and you just think,
that's got a lot of potential.
That's got a huge amount of potential. I don't think it would take too much to be up and running and on the road in that.
Yeah, definitely.
Really straight.
Apparently, I think when it was parked up, it was running and driving. It has just been sat for some time and just literally picked up and taken here.
Could have it running within half an hour.
There's a promise.
There's a challenge.
Yeah.
So Astra GTE 8-valve in the sale for restoration, no reserve.
No reserve, yeah.
And
GTs.
there is a Mercedes. Now, it's not, you might just say from the front, oh, it's a Mercedes 107 Series SL. It's not. It's actually the SLC, so it's the hardtop, factory hardtop. A little bit of a longer car. It's the C107 Series.
Fantastic. You've got another Spitfire, which is, I think, quite solid on the floors, actually. I think we've got photos of that up online too. A no reserve car. Again, Spitfires get all the bits for them, so absolutely super. We've got the 3.4 Mark II Jaguar. Again, chrome bumper on the wire wheels. Really does look the part. Even just for the bits on these, you know, there's a lot of good bits still on that one. Guy, I think you've got the little Morris here.
So, little 67 Morris 1100 for restoration. Does need a fair bit of work. but got to be worth saving.
Yeah.
As has this Riley RMF. It's the 2.5 litre version for restoration. Great, honest looking car. And here we have a 107 series SL.
Which that's rather interesting. I think actually that's the car that's travelled about a bit in its life. I think it's originally a Dutch vehicle, and in the door shuts there's some stickers of that, and then it went over to America and then brought back to the UK. So
certainly well travelled.
Well travelled.
Left-hand drive.
Yeah, and I think that's got quite a lot of potential. You know. For,
yeah. No, I wouldn't disagree. And this has come from very long term. I think. Family ownership since the 80s, little clubman saloon.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that concludes Saturday. I don't know whether Dale's going to tell us that we're going to continue on to the Sunday cars. He's shaking his head. Tomorrow we will do the Sunday cars.
I think we've had some sleep, haven't we?
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to check in with the website. Any queries, just give us a call. We're a friendly team, and we'd love to see you either on the viewing days, all day Thursday, all day Friday, and of course you can come down Saturday and Sunday to the sale.
We'll see you then.